Hello everyone and welcome to F2 Season 2 in round 10 already on Italy. So we're going to the grid now with a new face on the grid with Farico Same, a new driver within the league. Farby also joined the grid today, and I think that was it for the new faces in F2. One of the fastest tracks on the calendar, more than 80% of full throttle. So really curious what the strategies will be on this circuit. So let's have a look at the tires. Few guys going out on their out laps now. We're going to the current standings at the moment. We have Arrow Blake leading the championship in the Ferrari, ahead of Witcher with 22 points. So Witcher needs a miracle and he needs to win today, and Arrow needs to make a mistake to close the gap in the championship standings. Well, we have Jamal Hinney in the Renault in third place, having a comfortable lead of 26 points ahead of Pinnacle. So that's going to be a close battle as well at the end. And the McLaren team is leading the constructors with Witcher as 6-pack now, ahead of Ferrari with also 33 points. Alright, let's have a look at some of the drivers now. I think it's one of the Renaults heading for their first lap with Frank Efron setting the first wall. We picks up a little bit of a grass there, bit wide. We have one of the Racing Points behind him. Getting an invalidation is so easy here, so you need to keep it clean. Oh, and Pinnacle gets a 5-place grid penalty because he touched with Farico. Let's have a look. Frank Efron, the first one to set a time. What can he do in the Renault? And he goes 120.6 now, and Quoker Arrow goes with a 119.2, and that's a quick time. Witcher 4/10 down on that time of Arrow. Bergzorg, the first driver on the mediums. What can he show us in the Ferrari today? His home circuit. What can he do? A 121.5 on the mediums. It's not a bad time. And Farby, what can he do in the Alfa Romeo? And that's not a bad time. And Farby goes third fastest to 120.0. Farico is having front wing damage. Let's have a look. And it's Quoker having a purple sector 2. What can Quoker do in the Racing Point? Looks like a quick lap from him in 120.0. And that's not a bad time from him. And Arjan goes second fastest now. Only 2/10 away from Aero, so that's a great time from Arjan. Six pack having a purple sector 2. Let's see what Pinnacle can do. Oh, Pinnacle goes third fastest. Only 2.5 tenths down on Aero. Looks like it's going to be a very close front grid again. What can Salvenic do? The race winner in China. He's looking really quick and showing some great improvements. And Salvenic goes second fastest now with a 1:19.3. Six pack, six fastest. And who's the next one to set a lap? That's Neuro Pirate on the medium tire. Where can he put himself on the grid with these tires? 120.9, that's not bad on the mediums, but still not enough for Pete for top 10. And most of the drivers have. Gmo is really struggling with setting a lap here at Monza. Another invalidation for him. So let's have a look at Cole Baseball. He's the next one to set a lap. And driving in the Haas. What can he do? Looking really good out of that last corner. Oh, and that's a 19.7, and that puts himself into P6. It's not a bad time from, and that is going to be the top 10 already within a second. And it's again a really close looking grid. IP goes 7th fastest now, and that's another close time from him. Johnny is going for a medium run. Silver Eagle aborts his lap and that puts himself into P12. And is Joe on a hot lap? Yes, I think he is, but it's not really nice of these guys. Let's have a look at our Johnny boy on the mediums. What can Johnny do? Oh, that's a bit wide there, Johnny. And Witcher is also improving, but a small margin in sector 1. Oh, and he almost lost it there. Let's have a look at Farico. Is he still getting a time in? He is. What can he do? And that's a 120.1. And that's a decent time for a tier 3 racer. So that's a good time from Farico. Johnny, that's 3.9 seconds of the lead on the mediums. Definitely not a good lap from Johnny there. Which is aborting his lap. He will definitely go for another one then. Let's have a look. Frank Efren is not improving. And it's Farby. Farby is improving already, almost 4 tenths up on his time in sector 1, sector 2, 2 tenths. What can Farby do? Can he improve himself? Let's have a look. In the Alfa Romeo and puts himself in P5. That's a good improvement from Farby. Who is the fastest one to set a lap? Gimo is also having a lap in. I think it's Witcher, the first one to set another lap. Oh, and we have a lot of cars in front of him. Oh, that's not going to help him. But he can pick up some nice slipstream from Neuropirate. This is definitely going to help him. And that's what I meant with helping him. A nice slipstream from Neuropirate helps him getting into P1 with a 119.1. So that's a nice time from Witcher. And Sylvanik is not improving. So is Argon in Dinnen. Let's have a look. Sixpack aborting his lap and Argon is not on a lap. Gmo puts himself in P11. In Isolate, let's have a look. His first lap, oh, almost lost it there. Oh, and that's not an invalidation, but it wasn't a clean exit out of that corner. But let's see what he can do. Again a bit wide, so it's not going to help him. What can he do on the softs? 121.2, that's not a quick time from him. And Arrow puts in a fastest sector 2. Can he improve? Also picking up a small slipstream from Witcher there. What can Arrow do? Can he improve himself and take back his provisional pole position? The leader of the championship is improving by 2/10, and that's putting him in provisional pole at the moment. And that's a nice time from Aero Blake. And Arjan goes fastest now with a 118.9, the first driver within the 18s in the second tier, and that's a great time from Arjan. Really nice from Arjan there. Showing some great improvements throughout the season already. And it's Frank Efron already 5/10 up, but oh, he's losing concentration because of the car in front of him. Oh, and what happened to Neuropirate? Into the grass. And Arjan will definitely be happy with that lap. Let's have a look. Joe Royal also improved by 8/10, so that puts himself in P5. Let's have a look at the first driver to have another attempt to set a lap. I think and I think most strategies will be the top 10 will be starting on the soft tire. And they will go for a soft medium strategy. I think that's the fastest one, unless we have another safety car, but and let's have a look at Sylvanik, who is improving by just 1/10. IP retired from the session. He thinks that lap of him was enough. And look how close the grid is, still P14. within 1.2 seconds. So that's what's happening to Salvinic? He's lagging a lot. Let's have a look at Salvinic. Can he improve in the Red Bull? In the Red Bull car, Salvinic goes fourth fastest, only a small improvement from him. And that puts him in P4. Let's have a look. Jamal Hinney now on a hot lap. What can he do? The number 3 in the championship standings only setting in P12, so we should be expecting more from him. And what can he do to push himself up? Only winning 3/10 in the first sector, so that's looking good for him. And these corners, he is taking them really good, so expecting a good sector 2 from him. Already 6/10 up, and that's good from Gmo. No invalidation there, it was really close, but he's looking good so far. Can he put himself in the top 3 with this lap? It's looking good for him, but just a bit wide there in the latest corner. Oh, don't go. At 1:19.2, and that puts him in P5. So that's a big improvement from Gmo. I think 7.5 tenths. So that's a good time. Oh, and we call baseball into the grass there. Let's have a look at Frabai. What can he do? A bit wide, but still good for an improvement, yes or no? We're going to see it right now. Is he improving? Just a small improvement from Frabai. 1/10. And Gmo is starting his lap. So let's have a look at Burgersort on the soft tires. Really wide there on the latest corner. What can he do on the softs? Not really quick for him. Not quick enough for the top 10. Which having a purple sector 2. Sector 1, sorry. Oh, it's Arrow! Arrow lost it into the barriers. And now it's all up to Witcher. What can he do in the last few corners? And he sees his opponent into the wall, and that must give him some big discipline to get in a good lap and grab pole position away from Arjan. Let's have a look. Witcher, can he improve? What can Witcher do? Witcher did it! Witcher takes pole position with a 1:18.8, and that's a great last sector from Witcher there. A good time from him. That's definitely a fast time in F2. So I think this was qualifying. Well, we have Witcher on pole position with an amazing last lap. Having Arjan with a sick lap of him in P2. Salvinic in P4, Gmo P5, Pinnacle didn't improve, and look at that, how close this grid is. Now it's all about the race pace. And I think the top 10 will be starting on the outside the top 10 will be starting on the medium or the hards to extend their first stint. So this was our qualifying session in Monza. And that's going to be a really nice race. I'm not sure what the weather will be, but if it's going to rain, it will be definitely... Oh, Pinnacle is having 5 positions. So that will move him up to P11. That's unfortunate for Pinnacle. Having a small touch with Farico in qualifying. So we have our qualifying standings. Witje, Arjan, Aero, Salvenic, Gmal, Pinnacle, Joe Royal, Sixpack, Farby, Cole Baseball Stud ends the top 10 qualifying. And when we have Silver Eagle, IP, Frank, Isolate, Quoker, Farico, Burgersort, Neuropilot and Johnny ends the grid. So what are your predictions of today? I'm going to ask all the viewers in the chat right now. And it's looking like a dry session. Well, and the formation lap is on, and let's have a look at the tire choices. Let's have a look at the the top 11 is starting on the softs, while IP is starting on the mediums. A few guys starting on the mediums, so they will go for a medium soft strategy, and the rest of the guys will go for a soft medium strategy unless we get an early safety car, because that's going to mix things up, and Italy is the tempo of speed, so I'm definitely expecting a safety car because the walls and the barriers are so close and it's so easy to make a mistake. Turn 1 is also a big close racing, so that's going to be very interesting if all the drivers can keep it clean in turn 1. And really Arjan really did a great qualifying there, so I'm really if I'm going to give my predictions for today, I think Arjan is on fire, so Arjan is going to win this race. Well, we have Aero and Witje finishing the podiums, and Witje will come over in second and Aero will come over in third. It's going to be my prediction of today, but yeah, still we have to race, so in turn 1 everything can happen. I'm also having a good gamble for the medium runners because a medium soft strategy is also one of the quickest, because the track evolution will definitely help you at the end on the soft tires. Well, we have all the drivers lining up now. Okay, and we have 3, 4, 5 red lights. And they're off. And we are going at Monza in Italy. And with Witcher and Arjan. Witcher already covering up the inside on Arjan. With Witcher had a great start. And let's keep it clean, guys, in turn 1. With Salvenik having an amazing start. Already up in P2. With Arjan going a bit wide there. And well, we have Joe Royal with an amazing start. Already in P3 now. And we have a yellow in sector 1. Oh, and this was a great... Oh, and we have a Frabai on... Oh, it's 6-pack now on the inside of Frabai. And can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Oh, we have a few battles at the back. And it's Frank Efron and Isolate who lost it at the start. Well, Witch is already having a gap of 1 second. Salvenik already in P2. And Joe Royal already in P3 now. Arrow having a look at Arjan. And who are the big winners? Joe Royal. Oh, Cole Baseball Stud has DNF'd. And what do we have? Only a double yellow in sector 3. So it's not going to be. Oh, we have a safety car. We have a safety car, guys. Oh, and what are these guys doing? Pinnacle is diving into the pits and it will help him. So that's a good moment for Pinnacle to... Oh, and Quoker is also diving into the pits. And that's an early safety car. Oh, and I think the... tables are messed up again. Thanks Codemasters for some great work on the tables. So all the advantage for Witcher is now away. But will we dive into the pits? And that's going to be an interesting one. Oh, and we have some great winners here, and it's Burgersort winning already 7 positions, with Neuro winning also 7 positions, Rico winning 4, and Johnny with winning 6 positions. That's a great job from Johnny. So let's have a look at the front runners. Are they diving into the pits? What is Witcher going to do? Is Witcher diving into the pits? No, he's not. But Arrow is. His championship rival is diving into the pits. And what tire is Arrow going to choose? Arrow is going for some. Arrow is going for the hearts. So he's not going to pit anymore. He's going to try to extend it till the end. And even IP is now in front of Arrow. IP has pitted, and so does Pinnacle. So, interesting strategy from the guys on the hearts. Will they last till the end? That's going to be the question. Or will they gamble on another safety car? Oh, and we have people overtaking. What's happening to Neuro? What happened to Neuro here? He just goes straight into the grass. Not sure what's wrong with him. Maybe some controller issues or wheel issues maybe. And we're going for another lap behind the safety car. And Arjan is really making up some places. I'm not sure if it's the right call to go into the pits now. Bergersort already in P8. He's happy he started on the mediums. And it's going to be a very weird scenario now, with a few drivers already pitted on the hard. So I'm really curious how their pace will be against the soft runners at the front. The softs will last, I think, around 8 or 9 laps. So maybe more now, but the safety car is still going for another lap, so... Oh, it's a safety car going in. Oh, that's a late call from the safety car. Huh? Salvenic now in P1. And Arjan outbrakes himself, but he gets the move done on Witcher there after the safety car restart, and Witcher spins. And what happened at the start with Salvenic? He flew away. Oh, and we have another yellow flag. Well, we have Witcher and Gmal, and Witcher cutting the corner there. He should give back the position to Gmal for cutting that corner. And Witcher, does he have damage? It looks like he has damage. Right front wing. Oh, and we have someone spinning. Oh, and it's Pinnacle. Pinnacle lost it into the wall. And it's a VSC. What a big mess here. And which is definitely pitting now, or is he not? Yes, he is. Which tire will we choose? Oh, and this is not going to help Witcher. He's going for the mediums. Furico picks up a 5-second time penalty. And Arjan in P2 and Joe Royal in P3 now. Bergersort already in P5. He had an amazing start. Oh, and it's IP overtaking Johnny. What's happening to Johnny? And Arrow and IP already on the hards. 3-lap old hards. Let's have a look at a closer battle between Gmal and Joe. Joe getting close on Gmal getting close on Joe Royal, and Joe Royal closing up on Arjan. Well, we have Sixpack closing up on Silver Eagle now. Now it's all in Sixpack hands. He needs to get those points today for the McLaren team. Oh, and where we have someone spinning around, it's Farby spinning around on track. Unfortunate for Farby there. Oh, Gmo overtook Joe Royal. Sorry I missed that. Oh, and we have another battle between Johnny and Frank Efron. Side by side. And Johnny is keeping. It's a nice battle between them. And Frank Efron comes. Aero Blake overtakes IP for P8. We have a nice battle between Johnny, Quoker and Neuropirate here for a three-way battle. But can Johnny close the gap on Frank Efron? Oh, and we have IP really closing up on Aero. Definitely aiming to get that position back. And Sylvanik hits the fastest lap now. And it's Gmo now hitting the fastest lap. We have Johnny Quoker and Neuro in a battle. Oh, we have Sixpack and Burgersort battling. Sixpack overtakes Burgersort. Burgersort on the mediums. And we're heading back. Oh, we have someone spinning. It's Aero Blake, the championship leader. What's going on with Witcher and Aero Blake? Both having bad luck. Really, really bad luck. Here in Italy. Those hard tires might not be the greatest gamble on a fast track like Italy. Sylvanik is still gaining on Arjan, so Arjan's not really closing the gap. Well, Silver Eagle is closing the gap on... Oh, the Royal almost lost it there. Well, Sixpack is having a go at Silver Eagle. Picks up the DRS now. Will it be enough for a move on Silver Eagle into turn 1? No, he's not close enough. But he was close enough to close the gap. Oh, and we have Neuropirate again into the grass. And it's not his race as well. With Quoker and let's have a look at this battle between Johnny, Isolate, and with Isolate having the inside now. And Quoker on the outside. Now, both overtaking Johnny. And that's some great racing by Isolate, Quoker and Johnny. With Isolate is the winning one here. But Quoker picks up the DRS. Isolate really low on ERS, so he doesn't have a lot of ERS left to defend himself. We have a battle between Sixpack and Joe Royal going onto the main straight. And it's Joe Royal pitting. Sixpack still continuing. And Arjan now within a second of Sylvanik, so Sylvanik is struggling with the tires. Well, Gma is also closing now, closing in on Arjan. We have a close fight for the top spot. Well, we have Witcher overtaking Joe Royal already. And both championship contenders are now outside of the points. And Arjan will be enough. And still continuing on the softs. 1.3 seconds off Salvenik. Well, we have Burgersort now in P4. IP in P5. And Arrow is back in P9 now, closing up on Quoker and Isolate with Flare. Gmo picking up a 3-second time penalty. And we have a close battle between these three drivers. We have Gmo now within the DRS range of Arjan. But now it's time to pit. 10 lap old softs. It's time to get rid of them. And yes, as I said, Salvenik still continuing. So will the undercut work? That's going to be an interesting one for Arjan. And Burgers are still continuing on the mediums because he is definitely on a medium soft strategy. Oh, and we have Arrow. Oh, we have a big fight between these guys. Quoker missing his braking point. And well, we have Arrow now in P5 already, with Isolate closing in on him. And Farby is already in P7. So Farby is also really having a good pace on these hard tires. Even overtaking Quoker here, so the teammate of Isolate. Farby is having a great race so far. Well, we have Arjan on fresh mediums. Joe Royal picking up a penalty. And let's have a look and keep an eye on Arjan, because Arrow picks up a penalty. Oh, and we have both Alfa Romeos battling side by side here. And it's our leader of the race, Salvenik, pitting on the mediums as well. But will it be enough for him to cover Arjan? Let's have a look. Yes, it will be enough for Salvenik to cover Arjan, but it will be a close call. It will be a really close call here, because Salvenik's tires are really cold at the moment. So really curious if Arjan can make a move on the next DRS. Here we're already on the tail of Frank Efron. Blake picking up DRS will be enough. Frank Efren is going to let him by and opens the door for him. And now Aero Blake is on a mission to get that P1 back. I'm really curious if his tires will hold it. And Gmal closing up on Arjan. Which is setting the quickest time. Arjan picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Salvanik gets into some traffic as well. So this is going to be this is going to be some great battles on track. No, Salvanik, that's not possible, mate. Salvanik is lagging and Arjan is already on his tail. Oh, and it's Quoker going a bit wide there. We have a great train here. Well, Quoker is hunting down Isolate with Flare. Oh, and we have a battle. It's Arjan and Salvanik side by side. Is Arjan having the move done? He is. A great move from Arjan. The battle for 7th, but it's a virtual P1 there. And Salvanik is already closing up again. And they're going side by side again. Into turn 1. No touching Salvanik. Salvanik's internet is so bad. Salvanik, fix your internet. It's awful, man. And Arjan keeps ahead of him. And Arjan, no, that's going to not end in theirs. Oh, and it's Quoker hitting the curb. I think that won't help his front wing. No damage for him. Oh, and now we have Salvanik and Arjan really closing. Oh, we have Isolate going wide there. And now Gmal can definitely go for an overtake. And Salvanik still behind Arjan. Salvanik picks up a penalty as well. And Salvanik is struggling on these mediums. Well, we have Arrow overtaking IP for P2 already. Interesting strategy from Arrow Blake. Already 12 laps on the hards. Will they last till the end? I think they will, but they will be pretty bad at the end. Well, Witcher is gaining and gaining places already. Having a bad luck at the start. Losing his front wing there. And well, Arjan with Salvanik and Gmal Hini behind. Oh, and we have another spinner. It's Isolate with Flare. Spins off the track. Oh, and he lost it. And that's a safety car. Isolate with Flare, what are you doing? We have another fucking safety car. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to use bad words, I think. But that's another safety car, and this will mix things up. And this will definitely help Burgersort. Because I think the pit window for him will open now. And Arrow has to continue. Well, IP is also pitting. Frank Efren is pitting. Arjan is in P2. Salvanik P2. because they already pitted. And Burgersort, Sixpack, Joe Royal also pitted. So this is going to be a nice race again. And it's our second safety car of the race. And already all the grid is already mixed up. And I'm really curious if Arrow is going to dive into the pits. Or is he already behind? Oh, that's unfortunate for him. He is already behind the safety car, so that's going to slow him up. So he needs to continue now, and that's going to be bad. He has the tire disadvantage on him. But yeah, I'm really curious if he can make it stick. He has P1 in his hands now, so the tire advantage of Arjan, Sylvanek, Gmal, Sixpack and Joe Royal. What can they do against the 13-lap-old hearts of Aero Blake? Our championship leader is not having his day. Let's have a look at the position changes. Yeah, Burgersort having a great race so far, winning 10 positions. And what the most beautiful thing is for him, he's on fresh softs as well for the last laps. So what can we expect from Burgersort, IP, Frank Efren and Witcher? Witcher also did a great job on putting himself onto fresh softs because he has the pace, we all know that. He didn't get a penalty, so Witcher is also, if he can make some great moves at the restart, I'm going to give him a podium position again. And hopefully this safety car is going hopefully in this lap again. Neuro getting back at the end of the grid. As quick as possible. And the current penalties. We have the top 5 having 3 seconds of penalties. We have Joe Royal 6 seconds. Fry 5 seconds. Oh, we have the safety car going in this lap. I'm going to shut my mouth and let's have a look at Arrow. Setting the pace already. Oh, and we have a big crash. We have a big crash. Well, we don't have a big crash. It's Burgersort and IP picking up a 5-second time penalty. After the restart. With Farico, Silver Eagle. Farico overtaking Silver Eagle. Oh, and we have Sylvanek overtaking Gmal. And Arjan, the lead, the move of the lead. Can Arjan make it stick into the first? That's a nice move from Arjan there. Takes P1. Now he needs to build himself a gap for in front of Arrow. Arrow already struggling on these hard tires. As we predicted, he has the tire disadvantage, and this will be another great advantage for Arjan, who can put himself a gap in front of Salvenic and Gmal. Six pack. Joe Royal. And look at Burgersort on fresh softs. Oh, we have someone off. Someone did go off. Oh, it's Frank Efren. Unlucky for him on fresh softs. Oh, Arrow is gaining on Arjan. But Arjan knows he don't need to make any mistakes. And well, we have Burgersort and Joe Royal side by side. Heading into turn 1. What can they do? Oh, it's Burgersort late braking. Nice battling between them. It's a great battle between them. And we have IP. It's going 3 wide. What an amazing battle between these three. Oh, it's Burgersort going front of the move on 6-pack. Witcher picks up a penalty. Witcher is joining the battle, picking up some grass. Oh, let's have a look at this battle. Guys, this battle is amazing. Well, IP and Burgersort, both of fresh softs, are battling and battling. Gmal closing up on an IP and Burgersort side by side. Oh, IP makes the move. A good move from IP. Did drive some reserves. Oh, Arrow is having a look for the main straight. Arjan, can you handle pressure? That's the question, mate. You're having the advantage. It's Quoker having a DNF. And we have a VSC. And that's unfortunate for Arrow, who was able to make a move there. What an amazing battles. What a great race to commentate on, guys. Oh, and we have Farby in the wall as well. I think that was a... Wow, guys, wow. Let's have a look at the penalties now. Oh, we have Gmal now closing up. Really closing now. Let's keep the penalties for now. Farby left the session. But we have big battles going again. What is the closest gap now? Oh, Arjan picks up another penalty. No, that's unfortunate for Arjan. Well, we have Gmal and Salvenic now. Gmal within 3/10. Will be enough. And we have Witcher and Joe Royal going side by side. Witcher overtaking him. Oh, it's so close battle between these two. But Witcher has the tire advantage at the moment. I'll keep the penalties up for now so we can have a look at all the changes within the race. Oh, we have Arrow Blake. Gmal, who lost it? Someone lost it. What's happening? Joe Royal, Neuro Pirate. Joe Royal lost it. Joe Royal. No, it's Salvenic. Salvenic, man. Why did he lose it? I think it's because of his internet. I think that's the problem. Silver Eagle not picking up a single penalty. Witcher now already gaining and gaining. Well, we have Burgersort alongside him. Oh, we have yellow in sector 3. What can we expect from Witcher and Burgersort? Burgersort already next to Witcher again. Witcher late braking. That will give him the advantage. and taking back his P6. And still a battle for the lead. Salvenik has DNF'd. That's unfortunate for him because he had a great race so far. And Arrow knows he has to stay within 3 seconds of Argon for the win. But Gmon is also... Oh, IP is on fresh softs. What can IP do in these last laps? Witcher overtaking his teammate. Sixpack definitely trying to avoid any contact with Witcher, because Witcher has the tire advantage on softs. Do we have a battle for the lead in turn 1? I don't think he's close enough. Oh, we have a battle between Joe Royal and Johnny. Joe Royal having front wing damage, so I think that will allow Johnny to get him as quick as possible. Can Witcher get himself in? Oh, IP closing the gap already on Gmohini. An Arrow closing the gap on Arjan. Guys, this is going to be really close and tight at the end. It's all about keeping it within the track limits now. And Arrow Blake knows. D. Can he go for a move now? He's within 3/10. So having some ERS and DRS enabled. But it's not enough for Arrow Blake. A Neuropirate overtakes Silver Eagle on the main straight. And we're in a train now. Oh, Arrow having a bit of a moment there. And this is going to be the battle for the virtual lead. Gmohini and Arrow Blake. Well, IP is closing already in on Gmohini. IP having a go. Oh my, this battle is so freaking close till the end. We have a few laps remaining. We have 2 laps remaining, I think. We have 2 laps remaining in this race and it's going to be so close. Well, IP is not having any ERS left. Well, Witcher is having ERS left. And Witcher is going to dive on the inside. And Witcher goes P4 now. And that's a good move from Witcher. Knowing where to make a move. And that will put him into podium position again. But Arrow is managing his tires. Let's have a look at his tires. His tires, the left front is graining a bit, but it's not really a big thing. And he's still keeping the gap and saving some ERS in the corners. So he's definitely looking good here. And we're almost heading into the last lap. Oh, in this 6 seconds we'll put Arden in P4, I think. Well, let's Aero Gmore, which picks up a penalty in the last lap. The last lap is running. With Aero now in virtual P1, the championship leader. Didn't have any luck at the start of this race, but now he's in virtual P1. But what can Gmore do until the end? Can he close the gap on Aero? He has to. If he wants to. Oh, he cuts the corner a bit there. But closing the gap on Gmore or Aero. Won't be enough. Witcher closing on Gmo. A battle. IP picks up another penalty and that will drop him even further. That's unfortunate for IP. Well, we have Silver Eagle not picking up a single penalty, so that's going to be very, very interesting though. Joe Royal is really not happy with his pace at Italy so far. Well, we have Arjan heading over the line in first. Well, Aero picks the win. Gmo second, Witcher third. A great recovery drive from Witcher. Arjan P4, Sixpack P5, Silver Eagle P6 without having any penalties. Burgersword P7, great race from him. IP, because of his penalties, moves himself up to P8. Neuro Pirate 9, Frank Efron 10, Johnny 11, Farico, and Joe Royal having some bad luck this race, sadly for him. And the other drivers didn't finish at all. Oh, but Joe Royal puts the fastest lap at the end. And we have seen some great racing and great battles. Our driver of the day going to Neuropirate, but if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give it to Witcher, because Witcher had a sick recovery drive here and he definitely deserves the win and the driver of the day. Joe Royal fastest lap with a 1:20.6, so that's really quick from Joe Royal. Well, the final standings: Aero, Gmo, Witcher, Arjan, Sixpack, Silver Eagle, Burgersword, IP, Neuro, Frank Efron, Johnny, Farico, Joe Royal, and the rest of the guys didn't finish the race. And that's unfortunate, but Aero extends his lead of the championship with an amazing pace on the hard tires. A great job from him. But that recovery drive from Witcher definitely earns the driver of the day. And I'm going to say thank you for watching and see you next week.